Hi, it's RJ Shay. I'm here at the St. Louis Artists Guild in Clayton tonight for our illustrators meeting, which we have every month, and we have guest presenters. Well, our guest presenter tonight is well-known book artist Ed Koehler. Ed's been around for a long time. In fact, Ed, I told you that you were my idol when I was a little boy growing up.
Thanks. Thank you.
Just kidding. Ed actually is younger than me, if I'm not mistaken. At any rate, I'm standing in the gallery here just to give you a preload here of our biggest event of the year at the St. Louis Artists Guild is the Collector's Choice, which is coming up this Sunday. And we would love to have anybody come. It's a fantastic event. It's our biggest fundraiser for the St. Louis Artists Guild. And there's artwork from well-known artists all around this area, and they're all going to be for sale. So it's something to look forward to. Ed, thanks for coming tonight. And tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now. In fact, Ed, before I do that, Ed actually has shown us his brand new book tonight, which is called what, Ed?
Happy Birthday, St. Louis, published by Reedy Press. I'm the illustrator. Carolyn Miller is the author. And it's a short history of St. Louis for kids. So it's a bright, colorful children's book, several pages of all the highlights of St. Louis history, the World's Fair, Charles Lindbergh, baseball, even has a cake, and it's a lot of fun, and it's been doing great. We've been having a blast.
Where can we buy this book that you've just put out?
It's sold everywhere around St. Louis. It's at the History Museum, Barnes & Noble, of course on Amazon. It is Botanical Gardens. The Bookhouse in Maplewood has it, Apple of Your Eye in Webster Groves, Moonbeams in Kirkwood, the Magic House. It's sold about everywhere where books are sold around town. It's in all the gift shops. Johnny Brock's has them.
Can this be bought online at all?
It can. It can be bought at Amazon. And
what would we call this? How would they look for this? How would they search for this?
Actually, if you search with just Happy Birthday St. Louis, it'll come right up. It's been doing really well, and the last time I checked, it was the first hit. So Amazon.com is a good way to go as well.
And Ed, you've been doing illustrations for many years. You have your own studio, and you do a lot of children's books. You do a lot of illustrations for games and activities and posters and all kinds of things, right?
That's right, yeah. My bread and butter is the age groups from around preschool on up to, maybe junior high. I do some grown-up work in between, but the vast majority of what I do is illustration for kids' activity books, story books, curriculum, educational materials, games, puzzles, mazes, rebuses, and if you don't know what that is, look it up.
What's a rebus?
A rebus is a word puzzle that has pictures standing in for the words. So, for instance, if you wanted to start a sentence, say, beware, I would draw a picture of a honeybee, and that would stand for the bee, and then you would have the addition sign and W-A-R-E. So bee, a picture of a bee, plus where for the kids equals beware.
Ed, I think you could work for the NSA.
I can indeed. That's right. I have my own drone. I don't have a drone.
That was your drone we saw that crashed into the building.
That was my, yeah. MetLife people, I'm sorry. So I do a lot of cryptic things like that. I do have, I guess, a knack for doing these puzzles and mazes and little activity fun stuff for kids at this age group. So,
what do you have on your board going right now? What's next?
Oh, lots of things. Right now I'm involved with quite a bit of curriculum that I'm working on, several batches of that. I'm actually doing some Christmas materials now. This is the time of year that I get to work on Christmas product. And Reedy Press and I and the author, Carolyn Miller, are also in meetings for a new book that's going to be all about St. Louis neighborhoods. So that should be a boatload of fun. We're going to zoom in on various neighborhoods in St. Louis. So it will have major attractions and highlights, but it'll also be a book about the character of different neighborhoods, maybe some of their ethnic origins, maybe some of the type of entertainment or restaurants that might be in those neighborhoods. So that's going to be our next project, and that won't be out for a while. We're giving that about, I think we're shooting for the spring for that to come out. But in between, I'm really actually quite busy right now with, I've got 2 books in the works for other folks and lots of curriculum and Christmas materials. That's that's what's keeping me well occupied, in addition to having lots of speaking and signing engagements with in the Happy Birthday St. Louis book.
You're making me tired just listening to your schedule. Now, you've been on television and everything else pushing this book, have you not?
I have. Yeah, we were on KPLR TV and Fox 2 a couple of weeks ago, Carolyn and I, and that was great fun, and those folks were very kind to give us some space on there and ask us about the book. So, yeah.
Well, I'm personally going to get at least 3 books from you tonight, and I want to thank you for coming tonight. You've been a great guest and a great friend. And this is RJ from the St. Louis Artists Guild saying thanks, Ed, and good night, St. Louis.